Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Anything for my princess.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
I can't go to the Roxbury. They closed the Roxbury back in '99. But guys, welcome to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I am Tadpole Jackson.
That's what his name is, guys. And that's Tyler over here. And this is a movie show where we talk about movie news, movie reviews, and everything in between. And on the flip side of me, we got the man with the 2 occupations in his name and the red hair, big beard, big dreams, Mr. Hunter Baker. How you doing?
Hunter!
I'm doing good.
That's great.
Just downright sexy.
And over here we got Chris.
Yeah, hi Chris.
Hi,
Hello.
Chris. And today on our movie news, we got some big things
You just
happening.
totally dissed him. I'm just sorry.
Big movie news things happening. And I'm excited. A mystery war horse mystery plot.
What are you talking about?
The Infinity War horse mystery plot.
No. Basically, Infinity War, the movie that you most likely are going to be seeing the opening weekend.
Yes.
The Russo brothers put out a letter to say the real plot is a mystery.
Oh, that's a lie.
And they basically just kind of says they're going to be showing some clips going around to some of the press and everything. The whole film's not going to be filmed to the press until the opening weekend.
Well, are you sure he's not saying like it's a mystery plot? It's not saying the plot is a mystery. It's just a mystery.
No, the plot is a mystery. It's like the letter. I think we got a picture of the letter actually with the thing in his hand.
It was like they're trying to solve the mystery of who's attacking Earth.
No, it says right here, we will not screen the film in its entirety until the Los Angeles premiere shortly before the film's global release. Everyone involved in the film has worked incredibly hard, blah, 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 blah. Only a handful of people know the film's true plot. Therefore, the real plot is a mystery. And I think that's BS. I think pretty much we can all guess what the plot's going to be. I think it's fairly obvious, or maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe they're pulling the wool over our eyes. What do you think?
That's probably connects with Star Wars.
I'm just going to say no on that. For real, what do you think?
It's probably going to be Thanos trying to get the Infinity Stones.
Well, but more specifically, like what's gonna the characters? Like, is there gonna be a deeper plot with the characters? What do you think?
Possibly so.
Well, I need answers here. That's what we come to you, Tyler.
I can't. I saw the letter. I'm not supposed to say anything.
Okay. That's a good point. Good point. I know. Hunter, Chris, you guys got any opinions on this?
You know what Infinity War is?
Of course he knows what Infinity War is. He's a millennial.
All right.
We're all millennials.
No, I'm not.
All right, Hunter.
Isn't Infinity War where they got a bunch of heroes and villains to fight each other? Am I thinking of the right?
That's like every superhero movie.
Or is that the Secret War?
That's Secret War.
Okay.
That was the Watcher. Not the Watcher. The in-betweener. The outsider. In-betweener.
Now, let's get back to Infinity War. What do you think about this?
I think it's going to be awesome.
Okay. Do you think the whole mystery plot, like the plot's a secret?
No.
Do you think that's a big thing?
No, it's going to be a superhero movie.
I think you just pegged it. I mean, do you think they're going to do anything different? Does anybody think they're going to do anything sort of outlandish and different that people are not going to expect in a movie like this? I don't know if to say bless you or sucks for you.
But this time, the villain's even stronger.
And woo.
Well, how about this? They're going to kill off superhero characters.
They
Bring them
actually haven't
back
done
in their own franchises.
I know. Chris, do you have any opinions?
Here's the question, Tyler. Which ones do you think they might kill off?
I would say Vision, maybe. I think Captain America's probably going to die in the sequel to this. Oh.
You don't see these coming. Oh my goodness. Dude, you gotta pay attention.
And just to point out what happened there, throughout this episode, there will be secret words and/or phrases. That
what was the secret word?
It was Captain America.
Yeah.
If either of you two say the secret word or phrase is determined by our producer Drew,
I think Steve Rogers.
then you will
is gonna
get
die.
shot by Mr. Chris Darkins.
Well, I think Steve Rogers is going to die.
Okay. Okay, but the whole secret. No, sorry, what were you saying, Hunter?
What if they throw in that whole thing where it turns out Captain America was working for Hydra like the whole time? Like, what if that gets dropped in there?
It only happens once.
Oh well,
we went over this the last episode.
And now Marvel has dumped all ties to that actually happening. They fired all the editors and producers that actually did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that this whole thing with the Russo brothers, I think the plot, they actually do want to probably keep it a little bit under wraps because they don't want people spoiling like who's going to bite it or like if anybody's going to bite it.
Or if there's a Venom suit that's going to lead into the new Venom movie.
I think this one, in the words of Mr. Mike Stelclasa from Red Letter Media, the Avengers are going to stop Thanos by learning to work as a team. And it's and that's like every other movie. And I'm kind of tired of seeing that. Hopefully it's a little bit something different. Probably not going to because I can't stray too far away from that formula because then people are going to say it's boring, it's stupid. I hope it transcends that a little bit, but yeah, we'll just wait and see. But speaking about waiting and seeing, Creed 2 is apparently filming now.
What?
Yep.
Assassin's Creed 2?
Not Assassin's Creed 2. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. It was hard enough for them to get it's hard enough for them to get one.
So who's going to direct this movie?
I believe it's somebody that's not Sylvester Stallone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was hoping that was the mystery word.
No, it's not. But Sylvester Stallone put something on Instagram and all over his social media that kind of dictated that they were started filming.
So this movie, what film universe does it take place in?
It takes place in the same.
The what? The what?
Forget the secret word. Now everyone knows that Adonis Creed was a friends with Rocky, but. Go ahead.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I knew it
too. I just wanted to get it out. I knew. I just wanted to get it out of the way. But yeah, this one he's gonna be fighting. What's his name? Russian guy.
Oh.
Dolph Lundgren. What's his name in the movie? I can't think of his name in the movie.
Don't say his name.
Oh my goodness. No. I can say his name. There's only one secret word now. Oh my goodness. Ivan Drago, yeah. Ivan Drago. Ivan Drago's son is played by a boxer, a famous boxer, or like a kickboxer or something like that.
Khal Drago.
This guy.
Khal Drago.
No. He, I think he, I've never seen him act before, but I never even seen his face until a few days ago, but he's definitely got like the body shape for it.
Isaac, apparently the name you were looking for was Florian.
Florian, yeah. It's Florian Derskarsky or something like that. It's one of those Russian names. Anyway,
Khal Drago.
I think that, he's definitely a good look for the part. I've never seen him act. I don't even know if he has acted in the past.
It looks Russian to me.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, I think they'll play down, like, it feels weird to make a sequel to an 80s movie that was full of, like Russians are bad. Only commies use steroids, and like all that kind of mentality. Feels weird that this takes place in the same universe as that. You know what I mean?
Because Conan was on steroids.
Well, I mean,
at the time.
Just that whole world. I mean, like you could kind of tell where Sylvester Stallone was in his life during the Rocky movies, because like that one was like full of ego and everything. Like the first frame of that movie is like a boxing glove of the Russian flag and the American flag going into each other and exploding. I mean, like that just like
it's a propaganda film.
And basically so. I mean, how do you make a sequel to something that's kind of that dated?
Well, more Russian propaganda.
Yeah, it feels odd. Like again, I can't even see Ivan Drago living in this universe with Adonis.
The boxing match is taking place in Syria.
Yeah, and also spoiler alert for Creed 1: Rocky's dying of cancer. He like how in the world is he gonna have that much time left?
Unless he does like a boxing match and like
he'd be like coaching from a stretcher. Oh my gosh!
Like it does the miracle victory and then he gets the miracle cure or something like that.
I don't think that's going to happen. But Hunter,
I beat it.
You got any opinions on this or anything?
I think a cancer-infected Rocky training montage would be amazing.
I think it'd be sad.
The hospital bed, just like falling around the dude he's training.
Yeah.
It's almost as bad as Luke Skywalker being, a crippled old hermit and
like
making
he has
jokes.
to jog up and down steps carrying Rocky's bedpan. Like don't spill the drop.
Well, he kind of did that in the first movie. Like he was like training in the hospital and everything.
Yeah.
And then he's like doing the physical therapy when they're with Rocky.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Chris, do you have any opinions? It's okay if you don't. Okay, we'll move on from that. Yeah, excited to see Creed 2. The first one was really awesome, soft reboot. Maybe this one will top that. Probably not, though. Speaking about not topping that in no way possible, Colin Trevorrow, the director of Jurassic World 1 and Safety Not Guaranteed, and the book you all love, and the movie you all love.
The Book of Eli?
No, the movie's called The Book of Henry. I don't even know if it's based on a book. But he's returning to direct Jurassic World 3.
Who directed the first Jurassic Park movie?
Mr. Steven Spielberg.
Ah, he said it. He said it.
Who cares?
Oh.
I don't even care if I say the secret word. I just care about talking to people. Colin Trevorrow, he came under a lot of heat because of the movie Book of Henry. He had a lot of production problems on that set. That he was really, he was really not nice. He was a really big jerk. He was extremely arrogant because apparently Jurassic World had done so well. What do you think about this, Tyler?
I'll end up watching it.
Can you be more specific, please?
It'll probably be like the way Jurassic World 1 was.
Oh, so just like a soft reboot of the soft reboot?
Soft reboot of the soft reboot.
Man.
Here's the problem I had. How does that sneak up on you?
Movie.
That's my biggest question. How does a what was it?
I have a
20
question. What was that doctor's name from the first Jurassic Park movie?
Mr.
Dr.
Goldblum.
Grant.
Was what?
What?
Not the archaeologist, but the old dude with like that amber thing on his cane.
Don't say it.
I can't remember that dude's name.
Don't say it. Or this is just a trick where he's just gonna be like, oh, okay, and nothing's gonna happen.
No, seriously, what was that doctor's name?
He's a gray-haired old man. I don't know.
I want to say it was Richardson.
Richardson? I'm gonna Google it.
Because I want to say that
So you can say it. But
that was his name.
But anyway, yeah, Colin Trevorrow also got fired from the set of Star Wars Episode 9 because he just wasn't flowing with all his stuff with the Book of Henry and his 19% Rotten Tomatoes. But do you think that they're even going to get to a 3 after Jurassic World 2?
Probably not. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure when you defeat a volcano, there's like not much where you can go.
It seems
Space
just kind
dinosaurs.
I don't want to see any more of
Space
these.
dinosaurs, yeah.
Really? I'm not interested in them.
No, it would be cool. The third one, they have Elon Musk, and he like shoots all the dinosaurs to Mars, and they're like...
It's John Hammond.
John Hammond?
Yeah.
John Hammond. Yeah.
That's it. I knew it was something like that.
Who played him? Who played him?
Yeah.
It was Richard.
Richard Attenborough.
Richard
Attenborough.
Richard in there.
Oh, you just legitimately wanted to know.
Yeah, I really could not remember.
I thought it was going to be something like that.
So you had Google right there in front of your face.
Yeah, but you guys watch a lot of movies.
Right.
Yeah, I knew it was it sounded so familiar, but
How cool would that be though? Elon Musk for the third one shoots like all the dinosaurs to Mars. It has like a terranium up there for them to live in.
how nice that would be.
That would be pretty cool.
But
SpaceX is really about delivering the dinosaurs and getting them off the planet.
but I think that it's going to be interesting to see how people respond to Colin Trevorrow.
Brontosaurus on the Mars.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how he's kind of received in Hollywood after like his horrible attitude and like his firing from one of the biggest franchises on the planet Earth. I don't know. I think they definitely will get to 3. I think this next one will make like $1 billion and it'll get like 72% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that.
72%.
It'll be straight up kind of like who cares, and then they'll make a third one and they'll make a little bit of money and they'll stop there. But anyway, anything else to add on that?
Do you think they're going to be bringing like the Spinosaurus thing back? Like that giant dinosaur, like that fish fin?
Oh, I bet so. I bet they will.
That was in that. Because that was like one of my favorite fight scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
And this one just looks like a joke in the trailer. But
That fight was so not true.
well, speaking about not true.
What wasn't true about it?
It was impossible.
How?
The teeth on that dinosaur is too brittle. Yeah, it's a baryonyx. It's in the baryonyx family. It's just it hunted fish. The jaw muscles in it was too weak to actually bite. It could have never defeated any dinosaur that size.
What size?
Like 20 foot.
And what was it fighting?
Oh, it was. What was it?
T-Rex, go ahead, shoot me. All right, speaking about T-Rexes, Guillermo del Toro is going to be heading a new label at Fox, specializing in science fiction and horror. And Guillermo del Toro is the best director. Are we going to get shot when we say del Toro or something like that? You couldn't reload fast enough?
If I say Mexico, am I going to get shot?
No, it's Guillermo del Toro. or something like that. It's got to be something like that.
Ballistic gel torso.
Ballistic Gel Torso, the greatest name. But Mr. Del Toro won Best Director and Best Film of the
The
year.
second Mexican director to ever receive an Academy Award.
Hold on, Sailor, you kind of look like him in that photo. It's kind of like his younger cousin.
What?
Oh, that's fantastic.
What?
How did I never know this? Oh my goodness, that's just like that's crazy.
Well,
Oh my goodness, that's great, isn't it? Look.
We're both partly Hispanic, so.
Well, he's like full Hispanic, I think. I mean, like.
No, he's not full Hispanic.
But anyway, yeah, he's heading a label at Fox Searchlight, specializing in science fiction and horror, and everyone knows he's the king of that. So I don't know, what do you want to see out of this, Tyler?
I want to see Scary.
Duh.
Yes.
Thanks for that, Mr. Obvious. More specifically, what do you think this means for Fox to incorporate Guillermo del Toro into this label?
Well, if things go correctly, that means that he will be working for Disney.
I mean, he's basically working for Disney now. I mean, it's part of Fox.
Yeah. So it's a really fun thing to say that he is working for Disney.
Yeah, and
I see. I want to see. What was your favorite movie he did?
my favorite movie he did. It's one of the movies that's probably going to get a shot.
Yeah. Which one was it? Which was your favorite?
Probably
one?
Pan's Labyrinth.
What was your favorite film series that he directed?
I don't know. What's yours?
My favorite was probably Hellboy.
Forget it. Who cares?
Okay.
I think this is a really interesting choice because I mean, again, he's like the master of the field. The Shape of Water was pretty great. You know.
Mimic.
My problem with this is that, like you said, it's under the reign of Disney now. Fox Searchlight's always known for their independent kind of cool creativity. I'm hoping that this doesn't get corporated down, you know what I mean? I hope this is more like Guillermo del Toro coming up with cool things to hand off to different directors, or trying to search out talent for like someone trying to create the new, trying to create the new Pan's Labyrinth or The Shape of Water or something like that.
Or redoing The Devil's Backbone.
Yeah, or just people that have original ideas rather than just like corporate retellings of something that we've already seen, because that's no fun. That gets 6 out of 10s every single time, and who cares? I mean,
His family got kidnapped.
Where did this come from? No.
He was filming Mimic in the 90s and had a $40 million budget, and his family got kidnapped from Mexico, held for ransom, and would pay a lot of money, but he eventually got them back and had them moved to Spain. Yeah.
Well, how about that?
Kill us. They wanted to give him the budget from the movie to give to the cartel.
That's kind of deep.
Yeah,
is Spain just like fancy Mexico, or is it like?
It's I can't really explain. It's not like Mexico.
Okay, we're getting off topic, and that's like a really dangerous territory right there. Not Mexico, but like the conversation.
Yeah.
I mean that too. But yeah. Again, I just don't want to see it watered down to a point of just like we're rebooting The Fly or something like that. I don't want to see anything like that. But guys, thank you so much for watching so far. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave a comment at facebook.com/studio67ncc. We would love to hear what you guys have to say. And we're going to be right back after this commercial break talking about Steven Spielberg's work.
Steven Spielberg.
Stay with us.
Want to earn college credits while still enjoying your summer? Nash Community College offers courses and degrees entirely online. Whether you're entering a university as a freshman or you're already there, get your required courses out of the way with Nash Online. Take university transferable math, English, psychology, sciences, and more for half the cost. Save time, save money, and experience online service like none other. Now enrolling for summer, visit nashcc.edu/online to reserve your spot.
But the Blade Trinity, it doesn't even come close to Blade 2, though.
What, did you mean Terrible Wise?
Yeah, exactly. Ryan Reynolds isn't in it. But guys, hello! Welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. I'm Isaac Anderson.
I'm Tadpole Jackson.
No, your name is...
I am Motown's Chucky Brown.
You're not. But this week on Quick Flicks, we're going to review Ready Player One, which brought up a little bit of an interesting subject with
Talking
Mr.
about Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg, the director of the generation. I thought we just might talk about him a little bit for the last few minutes of the show, because he's had such an influence on cinema as a whole. I mean, it's really something. I mean, let's go back to the beginning of his career. The beginning of his career, he worked for Universal. He just directed like little television stuff.
Wow, you know who he looks like?
What does he look like?
Yakov Smirnoff right there, don't he?
Who's that?
It's Soviet Russia.
And no way that's the secret word. No way.
Soviet Russia, car drives you. That guy, no.
Okay, but he started in kind of the late 60s, early 70s with that like television movies and just like TV shows. He was like the go-to director, and a lot of people say there was rumors of him like he just snuck off the bus at the tour of Universal and he just like took up an office and no one said anything. Don't think that's true. But as he's gone through his career, he made movies that were so iconic, like Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Mr. Andrew Small's favorite movie of his, right next to Jaws. And I mean, what do you think about Steven Spielberg throughout his early career?
Probably one of the most influential directors of his time.
How so?
Well, I mean, he pretty much built the modern sci-fi genre. I mean, the way to give it more like a family home feel to it, that actually make it like a dark and scary. But it was just enough terror to where the kids could watch the movie with you.
I think certain things, like in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, I love talking. There's an awesome documentary on HBO about Steven Spielberg. He said in Close Encounters, when he was making it, he remembers when he was little, there was a moment in his life where his dad came home. His dad was a very, kind of rugged working man, and his dad came home and he was crying because something had happened. I forgot what exactly it was. And so Steven yelled at him. He's like, "You cry baby, you cry baby, you cry baby," and started yelling at him. He put that in the movie. It's like one of the most powerful moments in that movie is when that's happening. And just little things throughout his life. The Poltergeist, he said there was this tree outside of his door that always bothered him so much. Like little things from his life have always been put in these movies.
It's like he can get real life and put into a sci-fi or fantasy film.
Yeah.
Make it seem real.
And you said something about, what was it, the yellow Toyota?
Yeah, the yellow Toyota.
Yeah, can you tell people at home about it? 'Cause I didn't know about it.
A lot of his movies will have a cameo from a yellow Toyota. And you actually find the cameo in a lot of other films too.
Yeah.
Like then they put it in Toy Story.
Why is it?
The rumor is that was the first car he owned, was a '76 Ford yellow Toyota.
And I don't doubt that a bit.
He had it for years, so he would just drive it and use it on scenes.
Yeah, and I think that throughout his early career, like Jaws is kind of like where he blew up, and he was known, like we look at Jaws now as kind of like this big classic, this amazing film. Back then, I mean, people were like, "Oh, you destroyed kind of the whole premise of the movies. It's kind of going there and being sucked in the story." Now it's just this big blockbuster, kind of hacky thing, which. We're so accustomed now and seeing all these big blockbusters,
Well, I mean,
but Jaws started that.
Yeah, it started the summer blockbuster. It also killed off the beach
industry, yeah.
Yeah, the beach industry and the tourist industry was like down for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Abysmal.
And also, he's pretty responsible for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he brought Indian cuisine to the outside world, so I was really happy about that.
Oh, like the monkey brain?
The chilled monkey brain.
That part's a little odd. Him and Mr. George Lucas, who were good friends as they kind of grew up in that scene. Well, not really grew up, but like grew in the scene. They did that together, and he kind of picked through George Lucas's crap ideas and like picked the good ones out. It's true. You can look that up. Although I think a lot of that was Marsha Lucas, which is George Lucas's wife at the time, which is the only one that could tell him no. But anyway, he's done so many of these awesome films. He's known for all these big science fiction blockbusters, these big fantasy adventures, and then he makes a turn for like Empire of the Sun that's a little bit more serious, and a movie like Schindler's List, which I don't have a picture for or anything, but Schindler's List is like probably the best film that he's ever going to make, and probably one of the best films that's ever going to be made. I mean, you can't really beat that because it's just so.
Except for the sequel.
You're not doing the sequel.
The Schindler's Fist, or Schindler's Piss too.
Yeah.
Where he's a martial artist and he's fighting Nazis.
If you made a sequel today, that totally would be. I mean, that movie is just so like hard to watch, but yet like it's just it's almost like a necessary movie that needed to happen. And
Well, it was a personal subject for him.
he didn't play it up like this glorious thing with all these beautiful camera movements and everything. Everything was exactly what the story needed, and I think that really served the movie great. And he did another movie, Saving Private Ryan, took place in World War II. He did a few other movies in World War II. Well, what was the other movie? 2005. I forgot what it was. I don't know. I think of it in a little bit. Must have seemed like where they're going to go put the bomb off in that room, and the little girl's going in the room. I can't think of the name of it. Do you know the name of it?
Is it Munich?
Munich. Yes, Munich. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. But talking a little bit about his early career. Now, you said, or you're going to say, in quick flicks, that Steven Spielberg has lost his touch. His career is dead.
Yeah, his career's dead.
Why is that?
I think a lot of it is just whether is there really left for him to go. That's the problem. I mean, his movies don't have that Spielberg touch anymore. I don't know if it's like the studio getting involved or it's just him there to he's just not interested in the subject matter. He's just making a movie for the money. I mean, it's just you don't have that personal touch anymore.
And I think that because I don't agree with you. His career is dead. I believe he's definitely he doesn't touch us as much as he used to, but with his movies. Got to preface that. But I think it came a point in the mid '90s when Jurassic Park came out, which he directed. I think that when CGI started becoming really prevalent, I'm not blaming this on computer effects, obviously, but I mean, the fact that you can do anything and have all these things in the movie at any time kind of opened up the realm of possibilities to just where you can just put you put anything on the screen, and that's kind of what he did. And I think that's kind of the point of the movies where he started losing his touch a little bit with, connecting with the audience. I think keeping it somewhat in the realm of tangibility, granted, people aren't going to melt their face and everything, but still feeling real and everything.
But I mean, he can even make, one of the classic thing about Spielberg is even boring dialogue scenes are interesting.
Yeah, and I think it was more so E.T. is a real thing you can grab out and reach. And, if he would have made that movie today, I feel like it would be like a crazy monster, the head be spinning around all the time, be this crazy CGI motion capture thing. And I think stuff like that makes it lose touch. And he's such a great director. I don't think he's a bad director now. I mean, I don't think he lost his touch that way. It's kind of like James Cameron. James Cameron's pretty great, but I think a lot of it's just kind of, honestly, getting caught up into the effect world kind of almost hinders his directorial thing. And maybe he's just getting a little older and getting a little sappier, because Kingdom of the Crystal Skull's got a lot of practical stuff in there, and that movie sucks.
See, I mean, I'm watching, honestly, if I had watched Ready Player One, and you didn't tell me who the director was, I would never guess that was Spielberg.
Just feels like movie, you know what I mean? Besides cinematography, obviously.
It feels like someone trying to imitate Zemeckis.
And I think that's probably what he was trying to go for in that, but you'll hear that in quick flicks.
Why don't you get Zemeckis to do it? I'm pretty sure it would have been better.
I don't know. But yeah, Steven Spielberg, he's influenced us so much, and he's still felt throughout the movie industry today. Yeah. I hope he continues to make pretty great films. Some of them, don't really appeal to a mass audience. This is probably his most latest blockbuster that's ever kind of hit our demographic, at least, because I don't think people wanted to go see Bridge of Spies or War Horse or something like that. I don't know. I still got faith in them, but I think effects do hinder sometimes creativity, even though it enhances it. Sometimes they can kind of go a little bit haywire and lose connective with the audience.
Spielberg, as we know, is gone.
I hope not. Maybe he'll make another great one. But guys, thank you so much. You guys, by the way, do you have anything to add? No? Okay.
You know who Steven Spielberg is?
Of course he does.
You know who Steven Spielberg is?
Of course he does.
Somewhat. All right.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Next week, we are going to be watching a movie to review on Quick Flicks. I think what did we decide? Rampage?
Rampage Jackson movie.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, none of the movies really appeal to me, but maybe Rampage will be good. But guys, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave a comment at facebook.com/studio67ncc. Please don't touch my hand. That is gross. We would love to hear what you guys have to say. And we're going to get shot. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Isaac Anderson.
Tyler.
Stay lovely.